What's up, boys and girls? This is SPITLOGIC, and I'm about to do another album review. Marlowe is the self-entitled album from the group Marlowe, which consists of producer L Orange and Solomon Brigham. So with any album review, I'm going to go over the beats, the lyrics, the quality, the theme, and the standouts. What is it about this album that makes it unique, and does it work? So let's get started on those beats.
In my village, mayday for your headache. I'm a headache, I'm a showcase, make some digits with my mixer, put ignition with the propane. Mayday for your headache, I'm a headache.
So I say this every video, I am a lyric man, but these beats are special. I've been kind of a fan of L Orange for a while. I've listened to quite a few of his beats. He's released a few like all beat kind of mixtapes. And, you know, there's an appreciation that I have as a crate digger when I hear these beats. You know that they come from someplace different. This to me is likened to what Native Tongues did back in the day. And I would say like the most original sound bed of beats was Black Sheep's first album, A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. The way that these samples are done, the way that these samples are blended and made into hip hop, and the layers of it is not just a single sample. There are multiple samples that are placed into this particular album, overlapping through the beats, and then those samples is not just sample and loop. It is a different sound bed for the lyrics, and then it transitions to a different sound bed during the chorus. There is kind of an intro sound bed, and then there is an ending sound bed. Each song is almost like a story that is told through the tapestry of the beats, and those beats are banging. I am a huge fan of how these beats sounded.
Automated, hit the game and ran away with all the flavor. I can't be a savior cause I never save enough. Life is what you make it and I cannot make it.
Lyrics on this album, I'm a little bit conflicted, not completely conflicted on the way that the lyrics were done on this album. I do love the content. I am a lyric man first, so I do enjoy the content on this album. The way that it was delivered, sometimes I was a little beside myself on exactly what to think about the lyrics. I enjoy the delivery. I didn't enjoy the diction, the way that some of the words were pronounced. Sometimes it was a little bit hard to understand what Solomon Brigham was saying. But with that being said, when you read those lyrics and you see exactly what he's saying, his delivery makes a lot more sense. In addition to that, I kind of like the cadence, the way that he kind of made a melodic kind of addition to his lyricism during the chorus or throughout the course of the song. It was a lot of energy, and I really did enjoy that a lot as far as the lyrics were concerned.
Mine, I'm gonna oversell it. Pass that dough to me, gave that flow for free. Strangers pray for me, gave me rosary. Others approaching me like, wait.
The quality on this album, you know, when I listen to an album, typically I listen to it on at least 3 different platforms: my headphones, in my vehicle, and on a sound system. I could say that it sounded a little bit different every time I heard the same album. And I believe, you know, from what I heard, the most prominent thing that I had an issue with, I thought that the vocals were a little bit high over the beats. And this is coming from a lyric guy. This is a guy that enjoys lyrics. Maybe it's the way that I love the beats on this album so much that I want to hear more of the beats. Maybe, but I felt like the lyrics were a little bit high on this album. That being said, I didn't really it didn't bug me. It didn't keep me from enjoying the beats and the way that they were created, nor did it keep me from enjoying how, you know, Solomon Brigham flowed over those particular beats.
Don't wanna know. Really, really, really don't wanna know. Really, really, really don't wanna. I've been losing strength trying to maintain.
So what is the theme of this particular album? When I listen to it, I hear kind of a cross between a call for revolution and an artist's interpretation of reality. There is a call for individuals to do something about society, to push towards changing society. And then there's also an acknowledgement of there are a lot of issues that we have to deal with internally as individuals, that I'm dealing with internally as an individual. Of course, there's lyricism throughout this album as well. So I guess between those three kind of themes, you can hear that throughout the course of the album, really throughout the course of every song. Pretty well constructed theme.
Below, I found it.
What stands out about this album? Like I said before, it's the beats, it's the sound bed, the samples, and you know, maybe there's something about North Carolina. Maybe I need to go visit a few more places there and go to some thrift stores or some record stores, because the amount of samples, the sources of these samples, there were times where I'm like, I have no idea where this comes from, but I wish I had found this record myself. That's what really stood out the most for me. It wasn't the content, it wasn't the art on the album, it was the beats. It was listening to the beats. And that's what I was here for once I heard that first track. I heard the samples, I heard the sound bed, and it grabbed me immediately. So with all things considered, I give a composite score of a 4.30. This was a great album to listen to. I really did enjoy the sound bed. I hope that eventually that they release just an all instrumentals version of this album. This is some of the best beat work that Ella Orange has done. And I feel like Solomon Brigham has really done a good job. You know, when you are covering a soundscape that is this complex and this unique, it's not always easy to fit your lyrics with the particular beat or the particular sound bed. I think Solomon Brigham does a good job of doing that, and I'm looking forward to the second Marlowe album. So those are my thoughts. That's how I feel about the album. Let me know what you think, and until next time, peace.